Hello everyone, welcome to Network Jungles. Today we will discuss and configure the routing information protocol. So it is the first generation in dynamic routing protocols. So routing information protocol is the distant vector protocol. It based on the distance count, distance vector routing protocol, as well as it is the first interior gateway routing protocols. It can be used. Why it is interior gateway routing protocol means it can use the same autonomous number system for the routing informations. So this is the key features. Distant vector protocol. It based on the hop count. Hop count is nothing but the router. So each hop count, each router can be metric by 1. The maximum supports of RIP is 15 routers. That means 15 hop. If reached to the 16th hop means then automatically it can unable to communicate the RIP communications. It shows unreachable network. So maximum support is 15. RIP can be sent the information up in every 30 seconds. There are two generations of the RIP. One is the RIP version 1, and one is the RIP version 2. So what is the difference between these protocol versions means it can support only the classless routing, classful routing. It supports the classless routing, that is the VLSM. Mostly we use it in the infra-style variable length subnet masking, and the AD value of the RIP is 120. I already told what is the how the RIP is communicated between the routers using the multicast address. I told in the previous video for the dynamic routing protocol 224.0.0.9. This address can be used to exchange the information about the routing information between the routers using the UDP protocol 520. You can see during the communication between the routers, you can see the protocol number UDP, which is the port number 520, and the multicast address is 224.0.0.9. Then AD value is 120, which is higher than the other routing protocol like OSPF, then EGRP. OSPF is the 110, and EGRP is the 90, then 70, 170. External EGRP. RIP applies the mechanism to avoiding the routing loops. One is the split horizon. Split horizon by default, it prevents the routing information from being sent back to the router from it is received. It is mostly used in the BGP protocol. Next one is the Poisson reverse. Which is used to make the routers unreachable. For example, by the default RIP protocol is the 15 hop. So after reaching the 16 hop, it can be the unreachable network. So this is called Poisson reverse. It is originating sent back to the originating routers. Next one is the timer. By default RIP protocol, it can send the updates in every 30 seconds. First one is there are two routers. Between the routers, it can send the update routing discovery within the 30 seconds to share the routing informations. These are the next one is the invalid timer. What is invalid timer? By default, it is the 180 seconds. A route is marked if is invalid if not updated within this time. It is approximately 180 seconds. Then, so next one is the flush timer. By default, it is the 240 seconds. The route is removed from the routing table if it is not updated from the neighbor router using RIP protocol. We can change the value for a default value, default timer, invalid timer and flush timer. It is removed from the routing table information using RIP protocols. Not updated within the times. These three timers are play the major role in the RIP protocols. Let's see the RIP protocol configuration using this scenario. It is already used in the static route configurations. You can refer the previous topic using static routing protocols. So I have used the 5 networks, that is the 192.1.0, 192.2.0, 172.16.1.0, 2.0, then 3.0. If you have any doubt, please refer the previous topic. I already added in the static route. Now I remove the static route from the routing in the configuration tables. You can see the routes I removed from the table for all the routes. Then router, it can have the 2 routes I can remove. Then right side router, it having the 2 routes, default static routes. So after removing the static routes, I using the RIP protocol to address the routing informations between the routers. Go to the router and go to the CLI mode. You can type show IP route. First, before we can verify the routing informations. So it is connected 2 networks. One is the left side 192.160.1.0, then 2.0. Then center router, it having the 3 networks are directly connected: 172.16.1.0, 2.0, then 192.160.2.0. Then last router, it having the 2 routes: 172.16.2.0, then 3.0. Now I send the traffic using the dynamic protocol between the from 192.168.1.0 to 172.16.1.0 as well as the 172.16.3.0. It is the bidirectional communication to exchange the routes using the dynamic routing protocol using RIP. Now we configure the RIP protocol. Go to the global configuration mode. You can type router RIP. Say if it does not give the version number 2, it goes to the version number 1. Version number 1 is only support the Classful address, so it can wastage the IP address. You can give the command version 2. Then what are the networks are directly connected around the routers? Network, you can 192.168.1.0, 192.168.2.0. You can type network 192.168.1.0, then followed by network 192.168.2.0. After that you give the command no auto summary. So no auto summary means it can goes to the classless interdomain routing. So that is the router version 2, networks 192.168.1.0, 2.0. So both are the directly connected networks. For example, if you enter the city, then you can, after reaching the city, you want to go to the streets. So it having the two-way directions. One is the left side, another one is the right side. So left side having the sum of the streets name, area 1. Then right side having the area 2. So these are the directions to advertise the users. Likewise, that's why we have to use the same scenario using the RIP protocols. So all the dynamic routing protocols, it can advertise the what are the directions are left side and right side. So based on the directions, it can go to the destination to reach the networks. Next one. So after that, I finally give the command. Next one is the exit. After I give the command passive interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So for the dead end device, that dead end means that is it is connected the end devices. So we need not to send the updates to the end devices because there is no one is available. Only the destination is endpoints. So we can use the block the RIP protocol to the destinations by giving the command passive interface gigabit Ethernet G0/0. Likewise, we need to configure the router 2 for the passive interface. Then the router for the end devices passive interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 for the router 1. Then router 2 here also having the gigabit Ethernet 0/0. We didn't send the routing information within the end devices. Only the router we can send the updates periodically. So you can save the conversation. After that you can verify the command so IP route. So there are no routes are updated because we need to configure the another side also. Here RIP. So IP protocols and the routing protocol RIP, it can send the updates every 30 seconds. Then invalid timer, that is the 180 seconds. So ideal seconds. Then hold the timer 180 seconds. Then flushed. After the 240 seconds, it can remove from the routing tables. There is no incoming outgoing filter is filter. Then version number 2, we didn't use the any ACL filter using the RIP protocol. Here what other routing networks are directly connected 1.0, 2.0. Then passive interface is 0/0. Then AD administrative distance value 120 for RIP protocol. So this is the maximum value compared to the OSPF and EGRP. Likewise, we need to configure the router 2. Go to the global configuration mode. You can type RIP version number 2, then followed by the networks. What are the networks are directly connected? 192.168.2.0, then 172.16.2.0, 172.16.1.0. You can type the command network 192.168.2.0, then network 172.16.1.0, then another network 172.16.2.0. Finally, give the command no auto summary. Then passive interface for gigabit Ethernet 0/0 for not sending the updates about the routing RIP informations. You can save the configurations. After that, you can check show IP, show history. What are the commands that we have executed last? Then show IP protocols. You can see. So this protocol also RIP every 30 seconds. Then next due in 27 seconds. Then flash timer is the 240. It can send the 22 informations between the routes. What other networks are directly connected? 172.16.0.0, it is the summary network. 1.0, 2.0, it is combined. Then 192.2.0, then passive interface G0/0. Then this is the AD value 120. It can last update from this seconds. 2.1 is the gateway for the routing information updates. Now we can verify the routing tables. So IP root. You can see the routing information 172.16.0.0, 1.0, 2.0. It can update via the interface 192.160.2.0, 2.2. So 2.2 means, so these are the networks are coming via this interface 2.2. It is the 2.2. 172.0.0, 1.0, then 2.0. Then these routers. Sorry. So IP route. You can see. So RIP, R means RIP protocols. Here R means RIP. Then this RIP can be updated via the dynamic routing protocol in the routing table 1.0, 2.0. So 1.0, that is the AD value is 120. Then metric value is 1 router, only one router. So the metric value is 1. Then 120 is the AD value. Via which interface? 2.1. This is the 2.1. So it can update at the last 30 seconds. You can see the seconds will be varying. 5 seconds. So IP protocols. So likewise, we need to configure the last router, config terminal, router RIP version 2. What are the networks are directly connected? 172.2.0, then 3.0. Motor summary. Passive interface is G0/0. Exit. Suddenly you can see the protocols. RIP 30 seconds, 240 seconds, 22 updates. Then network, summary route, passive interface 120 seconds, then last update. You can see the you got the routes. RIP, 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 RIP. 1.0 is the top network, then 1.0 is the left side, and 2.0 is the, that's also left side. It got the interface from the 2.2 network interface. As well as we can modify the timer information also by using this command, router RIP timer basic. So this is the interval between the updates. By default 30 seconds, you can update 20 seconds. Next one is the invalid times. So the router becomes the invalid state. You can give the commands 120, hold on timer 150, then flush timer, it can be removed from the routing table 200. So automatically the timer will be changed in the protocols. You can see every 20 seconds then timer will be changed by using this command timer basics 20, 120, 150, then 200. So if the seconds is less than seconds means it can update the data routing informations router discovery in periodically. Less than the seconds. We can improve the security using the command IPRIP, but packet tracer did not support IPRIP authentication mode for security purpose. MD5. First command, second command IPRIP authentication keychain. You give the secret key network jungle. So this is the mode, secret information, that is the cryptography MD5. Then this is the key to communicate between the routers. For example, unknown persons is come to the topology, then it can share the information about the routing information, means it can be attacked. So we give the authentication modes, means for exchange the routing information, means it got secured to sending the routing updates. I hope you can understand the RIP protocol using IPv4. Let's see next video. I hope you can understand the RIP protocol, what is the AD value, then multicast address, and how much timer to exchange the routing informations, then how the topology is configured between the routes. Thanks for watching video. Please like and subscribe Network Jungle. Thank you.